All right, so what do we have here? As you guys can see, this is a Power Acoustik product. This is a subwoofer, and this is part of the Gothic series from Power Acoustik. So why did I go and get this guy? For all you guys who did not know, or who does not know, who have not been following the channel, I recently blowed a subwoofer, and I'm trying to get a replacement for that subwoofer, and this is one of two that I'm actually looking into replacing it. The Gothic is actually coming straight from Walmart. This is the GW124. I think that Power Acoustik actually have another model of this, but I think this is Walmart specific. I can only tend to find these primarily at Walmart, so that's why I'm saying that. The Gothic lineup actually have 2 or 3 different subwoofers, not subwoofer sizes, but subwoofer the names on them. So this is the Gothic GW124 in specific. Like I say, I think it's king to Walmart, Walmart specific that is. And yeah, I picked this guy up because I've actually had this subwoofer in the past when I was actually comparing subwoofers to replace in my automobile back in 2014, I believe. So yeah, I know that this little guy here can put out. I know to me it's a budget steal. This thing here produces plenty of power when you're looking at the price range. So watt per dollar, this is going to be hard to beat. I picked this thing up for like 80 bucks. Okay, no, it does not. I don't think it actually will sustain a 2500 watt load. I don't think that, and everyone who knows their thing at this point about car audio or brand specifics would know that Power Acoustik pretty much inflates all of their ratings for some reason. I don't know why they do that, but that is just something that they're known to do. So you're seeing 2500 watt max on a subwoofer tend to be not the case for a lot of their amplifiers in general. But anyway, just to give you guys a once over of the box before I tear into it, this is pretty much what it looks like. A bit busy in my opinion, but hey, this is made to be pulled off a shelf. So if someone is passing by, they do want to get that quick, that good quick read on what it is that they're about to purchase or could potentially purchase. So once again, Gothic GW124. From the box, you can see it says 2500 watt max, 2.5 inch dual 4 ohm voice coil configuration. So you can wire this up to 8 ohms, or you can wire it down to 2 ohms. Also, you have a low tolerance joint adhesive to prevent thermal breakdown. Okay, so many companies claim that their stuff is the best stuff, and in this case, Power Acoustik is pretty much talking about the adhesive that they use on their subwoofers. I think, if I'm not mistaken, recently Rockville K9 lineup had issues with thermal breakdown, not being able to sustain this rated power. So I guess, this is Power Acoustik's way of saying, hey, we got some good adhesive on here, so, we're not going to have that problem. You can rest assured that we can sustain whatever. So, again, this thing is promising more stuff here. One thing I like about it is it actually gives you, and it's just more self-promoting for them, right? Best choice, use Power Acoustik Razor monoblock amplifiers with this subwoofer. And I am one who actually bit that bug when I actually went out and tested this the first time. I went out and I picked up another little budget amplifier made by Power Acoustik. It was the Razor, part of their Razor series, as they just asked you to do. Go out and pick up one of their Razor monoblock amplifiers. I picked up the RZ1 1500D, and it ran this single sub application perfectly fine. I had no issues out of it, whatever. But I ultimately did end up not going with this speaker in particular, I went with a Scar VVX 12 version 2. Those are discontinued these days. But I did like the way this sounds, so I chose to go with it again. And hopefully it got even better quality than it had 3 to 4 years ago, or however long that was ago. So let's get this thing open. Oh yeah, some more stuff that it points out here on the box is that it has a composite fiber cone material, rigid for extreme conditions, you know. So you'll see that this looks like a woven material here, like a mesh material almost. The cone itself, not the dust cap. The dust cap is plastic, which you will see. It also say high excursion rubber surround. You got a high roll surround. Maximum strength magnets, and these are ferrite magnets, which you guys will see in a minute. And it is a double stack application as well. So let me adjust the camera a bit just to be certain that I'm getting all this on camera. All right, so let's open this up for you guys. All right, opening up the box, you will see, and I'm glad that they did not have where, you know how you open some boxes and you have that slit with tape on it, and you would have to like take your knife, jab down off into it, and slide that way. It always pains me to do that because I never know how the manufacturer has protected the subwoofer. And in this case, you guys can see that this subwoofer is really not protected from the top. It only has a piece of plastic here, right, with the manual on top. So if I would have poked a knife, but they did not have that design. That's probably why they don't have that design. Unlike the Scar subs, if you go back and look at my Scar unboxing of the SDR subwoofer, which I'm comparing this against, you guys would see that Scar did a better job at protecting the subwoofer than Power Acoustik here. But anyway, you get the GW124 manual here, where it's more like a spec sheet. It shows you how to wire these down to 2 or up to 8 ohms. Give you a little bit of TS parameters right here if you want to plug that into your software. Pretty standard stuff. You also have here your warranty card and your registration card. Again, pretty standard. And here's the subwoofer itself. Try to get this guy out. It's not all that heavy either. It doesn't have a massive motor on it or anything. So give me a minute while I muscle this out. And no, I did not want a very powerful subwoofer. I just wanted something with enough strength to not rip my car apart. Okay, to make me happy and save my car at the same time, because as you guys can tell, I mean, as most of my followers already know, I recently had a monster of a subwoofer in my vehicle, and it was pretty much shaking my car apart. So I said I need to get something less powerful, more suitable for my liking, for that vehicle anyway. So I'm going to use this plastic as to not damage the face of this. So I like to look at the magnet always. I like to look at the bottom of it first. Some people have their preference on that, but I'm going to start with the bottom of it first. And yeah, so you have this large magnet here. I don't think they say how many ounces this magnet is. If they do, I don't see it here. So I don't know how many ounces is here, but these are two pretty big magnets. Look like 1-inch slugs. Yeah, about 1 inch. You got 2 of them. And this is what the top looks like. And I'm going to take this off the tripod so that you guys can get a closer view of this. I know you guys want a close-up of it. You don't want to just hear me yapping. So excuse the shaky video momentarily anyway. So if I can get this slid back a little bit, get a little light on there, There you go. Nothing too extreme. It's just a normal looking subwoofer. The basket isn't anything too impressive. I don't know. I feel like aluminum to me. You have the magnet there. 2500 watt max. Again, we don't know what that's all about. Made in China is what that says right there. Dual 4-ohm Bose coil. And there you go. Let's look at these terminals. Well, let's look at the venting. You just got one big hole here, one big vent piece. And I do like the fact that they got a mesh down off in there. I don't know if you guys can appreciate that or not. They do have some mesh material to keep the, like if you were to run this a sealed enclosure, it keep debris out like the polyfill and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Wow, these are very, very small terminals. Very small terminals. I don't think you're going to get 10 gauge in there. No way, man. Very small. 12 gauge all day. But not, I don't think you're going to get 10 gauge in there. So, again, 2500 watt max is what it said. I don't know anybody that's going to be running 2500 watts through 12 gauge wire, you know. But like I said, you got to know your manufacturer. We know that Power Acoustic, they overrate their stuff. They inflate their ratings and stuff. We know that. So I knew that going in. So no, I'm not upset with. Well, I am upset with them. They shouldn't do that. But hey, they didn't mislead me. I knew this wasn't a 2500 watt speaker for 80 bucks. I knew that. So. But anyway, just giving this thing a once over for you guys. I was trying to get a peek at the voice coil, but I don't think I have enough light to do that. Let me see if I can get the light going on my phone. Or maybe we can get one shining off in there for you. No? Nah. Not right now. So we'll look at it later. Let's flip this thing over. Plastic came with it. And there we are. Sorry about the shaky video, guys. And I'm trying to get off in here. Let me sit you guys down for a moment. And I'm going to try to get you some light to shine off in here. Alright, let's see if we can get a peek at that voice coil. And there we go. That's a good peek at it, isn't it? Yeah. Off in there. And there we go. A little bit of venting as well. So, yeah. Overall, pretty decent. I would have liked to have seen a lot more adhesive than that since they had it listed on the box about their adhesive, but hey, it is what it is. I can't tell if that's a round coil wire or flat wound. I can't tell. But it does look like a slightly overhung design there. So, pretty cool. Anyway, let's keep going. Tinsel leads. Let's look at this. Well, unless the leads are actually sandwiched in between those spiders there, I don't remember them saying if it was a dual spider or what. But unless the tinsels are sandwiched in between the spiders, I don't think this side have tinsels. I don't see any of them. Let's look at the other side. What is this? They didn't give me a dud, did they? Same thing. Yeah, they must be sandwiched in between the spider. I'm gonna give it that. I ran beneath, which is kind of odd. I hope like hell this ain't like a display piece or something that they've given me. And but it had plastic on it, so I'm gonna benefit of that. Okay, I see some welding here, so some soldering. So let's look at the other side of it. See if we can get it. Yeah. It's, I believe it's, yeah, I see something there. Let's see if we can get a zoom for you guys. Yeah, it's sandwiched in between. I see the leaves right there. Let's look at the other side. Make sure we got the same thing. That kind of had me worried a little bit, to be honest with you. Let's look at this. Okay, bag it up. And yeah, there we go. We're good. Good job, Power Acoustik. But let's look at the cone. Now, this is one thing that I'm on the, I don't know. I don't like the color scheme of it. I mean, I know that as a brand, you have to stand out, right, amongst all the others. The surround is different. It's not a traditional, like, roll surround. It has a weird arc to it, but it works. I've had this before. It works. But the color scheme, I don't like it, you know. And I don't have anything against the color blue or black or silver in that matter, but it's it's this thing. It's this Subway checkered tile type thing that I don't like it. I can remember when I ran it the first time. I think I rocked them for a while because that's the way the sub came. But I actually ended up taking these inserts out. And for guys who don't know, who've never seen this sub before, these are actually inserts. They hide the good grief. It's hard to one hand stuff. They hide the actual mounting holes. But I was actually rocking them without these blue one in here. That's how I was doing. But enough of me talking about that piece of it. What I do like about the cone is that the surround is double stitched, and it has presence of glue there as well. So it's just not stitched onto it; it's glued on there as well. And you know, another close up for you guys for that. You see that texture? That texture on there? That's stiff as a brick. It feels almost like what you would get if you were to fiberglass an enclosure. That's kind of what that feels like. But the cone itself, I mean the dust cap itself, as you guys can tell, it has flex to it. Not a deal breaker for me, but yeah, the center piece of it is very, very flexible. But the outer, this here is it feels like, I know it's plastic, but it feels like metal. It's so rigid. It's very, very hard. But this the center cap here, very, very, very flimsy. But this is a stitched surround, double stitched at that. It's just not stitched, it's double stitched. So good job on Power Acoustik doing that, giving you that for 80 bucks, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. Another shot at the voice coil, if we can get off in there. There it is. Plenty of venting. The basket is not the most attractive, but I think they saved all their attention or their resources for cosmetics just for the front area of it, because it is kind of flashy, to be honest with you. And like I said, the blue is a bit much for me. I would have really preferred this to be all black. But, you know, like I said, for you guys who don't like it, just pop the inserts out or color them, spray paint them black, you know, and you're good to go. But some of you guys may like this. I don't know. I don't like it. But, hey, if I keep it, I may end up I got some plastic dip, some black plastic dip. Since these are plastic anyway, rubber or whatever, I think that'll be a good solution for it. But anyway, that's it for right now. That's the unboxing of this. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing some demos for you guys. If you want to see some older videos I got of it, just look in my archive, man. Just go to my channel and do a search for this Power Acoustik GW 124, and it'll pop up. I did like 3 or 4 videos on it. Walmart subwoofer, or just type in Walmart sub. I think I named one of the videos that. So let's go see this thing in action. And I do now have a lot more power, a lot more cleaner power, and more of it. So we'll see what this thing really can do in some upcoming videos. But for right now, don't forget to like, Leave a thumb up if you guys love the video. Leave a comment in the section below. I want to know if any of you guys even heard of this subwoofer or if you guys even own one. And for the new guys, don't forget to click the notification bell to see what I have upcoming for this. And till next time, it's your boy D, and I'm out.